Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about how to use the leading indicator. We will be focusing on two leading indicator, that is stochastics and pivot points. So using this two leading indicator, we can take trade in Nifty, Bank Nifty, crude, natural gas and even stocks option also. So this is valid for every trading instrument, whether you want to take trade on Nifty, Bank Nifty, crude, natural gas, stock option or currencies too. So let's understand what are leading and lagging indicator. A leading indicator look for future outcomes and event, whereas a lagging indicator tells you what has happened in past. So moving average, your very famous MSI, MACD and RSI ADX, these are kind of lagging indicator which tells you what has happened in the past because they are derived from the past data, whereas leading indicator are indicator which shows you what could happen in future. So it is very good in catching the trend and finding the top and bottom for your trade, like when to enter, when to exit. One can easily find by using this indicator. In this tutorial we will be focusing only on two major leading indicator, that is stochastic and pivot point. Volume, we have already discussed one video where how to identify high frequency trade in Nifty using volume. So combining these indicators and volume profile, we can find a very good trade. Okay. So let's see what are pivot points. Pivot points are nothing but they are the levels that are determined by previous day high, low and close. In my previous video where I mentioned that we need to mark the previous high, low and closing for any trading before beginning to any trade. So based on that the pivot points are calculated. Forget about the formulas and all, because all leading platform provide pivot points. We will see how to put pivot points on chart and how to use. So no need to remember this pivot point, just it has pivot point, resistance and support, it marks daily. And since many people use this pivot point to take entry and exit, so this is a very good indicator to put on your charts. It can define your targets. Next is a stochastic oscillator or stochastic indicator. So what stochastic does, it filter out the noise. Okay, so between your stop loss to target there are many candles which goes up and down. So stochastic helps in eliminating those noises and gives you a broader view of trend, whether trend is still up, upward or downward. It has a zone of overbought zone and under and zone of oversold. We usually don't sell in oversold region and we don't buy in overbought region. Okay, so let's see how to put these indicators on chart and how to take trade. So let's move to this trading view. I will show you how to put pivot on trading view as well as how to put on Zerodha. I use Zerodha only, that's why zero I can show on Zerodha only, but all the leading broker and all provide these indicators. So go to indicators, search pivot point. So you will find so many pivot points, just use pivot point standard. Okay, so once it is done, it has added pivot, support and resistance, but we do not want so many support and resistance. I think for day trading, two support and resistance are enough. So we will go to setting, we'll check support 3 4 5 as well as resistance 3 4 5. We'll mark this resistance as a red line and support as green line. This is just a visual representation so that we can understand without looking the actual value, and pivot point as black. So now we have pivot points, resistance and support marked. Now we will add stochastic indicator. Again, in trading view, go to indicators, write stochastic. So choose the first one, that is stochastic. We do not want stochastic RSI or something, just plain stochastic. Now both the stochastic and it is added. Just we want to do one setting in stochastic. Increase this case smoothing to 3 so that this curve becomes smooth. Okay, same we can do in Zerodha. Go to Zerodha charts and in studies type pivot. So pivot point will be added. Good thing about Zerodha is that it already had red and green color, that's why I changed those color there also. It helps in determining support and resistance. Then again go to stochastic, and here you have stochastic indicator. So in stochastic, this zone, anything above 80 is overbought zone and anything below 20 is oversold zone. Okay, so now we will see some of the example how to take trade. So consider this example, and it's on last Thursday. Nifty opened gapped up and it was in stochastic was saying it was on overbought zone. So there was no point in buying Nifty here. So we waited for this candle, and after that stochastic says okay, it has come into selling, so we can buy put. Okay, and how long we can buy put? We can trail put until stochastic gives some price action came or stochastics move to 20 region. In this example, it has not moved into oversold region, so by trailing stop loss we can book put. Okay, similarly on that day stochastic moves up. Okay, after making one bullish candle, we can buy call here, and it, as you can see, it is on support region of pivot point, near the support region of pivot point. So we can buy the call here based upon the stochastic indicator, and that call we could have ridden for even for next day. So we will see some of the, okay, so let's see some real time example here. Let's go to some random dates. Let's go to a very old month. Let's go to some 15 month. Okay, so this is the 15th. So stochastic is in so this is the day. Okay, so let's see so let's see how it is behaving. Okay, so now Nifty has opened in next day Nifty has opened gap down. So we are going to mark the first candle. Okay, so let's mark the first candle. Let's see what happen in next candle. So next candle has this broken this, but it is on support region. Now entry will be there if only the support region is broken for more than 15 minutes. So let's see whether it is broken or not. So currently Nifty is doing consolidation. Okay, and it make a kind of bullish price action, and you can see that stochastic has moved from overbought region to it has moved above from overbought region. So we can take entry in this candle, and let's see, we can expect one target at pivot point, second target we can expect at R1 region. So let's see, by trailing stop loss our first target is hit, and stochastic has also been come into uh, is coming into overbought region. Okay, so by trailing stop loss we could have waited for R2, but it's not happening. Okay, so now from pivot point it is taking rejection. Stochastic also saying you can take the put option, so we take put option, and now we can expect somewhat near support region 1, or we can trail the stop loss unless until stochastic says so. So here stochastic is giving bullish indication, and also price action is turning to be bit bullish. We should exit from put, and we can take call, and this time our target is again going to be pivot point or R1. So it has come to the R1. Let's see whether it pivot point, whether it came to R1 or not, but here we can trail the stop loss. So in this example you have seen that using pivot point we can take entry into both call and put side based upon how Nifty is behaving near support and pivot region. Okay, so let's see one more example. This time let's go to some July. Let's go to July. Okay, yeah. So this is the July option. Let's see how we can take trade on this day. So Nifty has opened gap down, and it is above this pivot point. We'll take entry if only if it breaks the first candle, but immediately pivot is showing support region 1. So most probably we are going to avoid the put option here, and only take put option if support 1 is breaking. So here you can see how this stochastic is also behaving. Pretty soon it has come into oversold region, and it is showing the bullishness. So near support 1 region we could have bought the call option, and could have wrote that call option for the call option for pivot point and R1 resistance. So let's see whether R1 resistance came or not. Here you can see pivot has moved into overbought region. Okay, so if it comes near about R1 we can take the put option, but Nifty is still moving up, so we are still trailing the stop loss, and now it has come into near R1 region. Now here it has broken the R1 also, and it is going towards R2 region. Now here we can take the put option near R2 region with small stop loss. Yeah. So this is how we can take the trade in Nifty, Bank Nifty, even crude and natural gas using pivot and stochastic. So stochastic we can write this. So guys, this is how we can take trades in Nifty, Bank Nifty or crude, natural gas based upon the pivot point and stochastic indicator. Okay. Hope you like this video. Please share this video with your friend, and to like, share, subscribe and comment. And if you want any particular day video for any particular day, please let me know in comment. I will try to create the video for that day and what trade we could have taken on that day. Thank you guys, thanks for listening.